24 hours gone, and it's time to reflect a little bit on yet another early exit for India. It's almost becoming a habit, this early exit for India. But I don't think it'll help to sit and say the selectors were wrong, the system was wrong, Ojha should have played, Uthappa should have played. That's like an interior designer saying, okay, I'll change one color for the other and let's see if things change. That doesn't change the pillar. Eventually you've got to ask yourself, why is it that India are coming up with the same problems? Dhoni said we don't have 140, 145 kilometers an hour bowlers in India, so it's difficult to adjust. And my mind goes back to when I was growing up and people told us that Indians cannot play fast bowling. And then Sunil Gavaskar appeared. I don't think there were 145 kilometers an hour bowlers then. People 120, 122, Abid Ali opened the bowling, Madan Lal did, Eknath Solkar did. And yet, Gavaskar learned to play fast bowling. Vishwanath, to a slightly lesser degree, but he was a bit more of a stroke player, learned to play. When Tendulkar was coming, 20 years later, not much of a difference. When Rahul Dravid was cutting his teeth in international cricket, no difference. When VVS Lakshman was learning to play all those gorgeous shots, no difference. So nothing has changed in all these years. So why did some players manage to play fast bowling and some others not? And I think the answer is not outside but inside. The players know that they have to play 145 kilometers an hour. So what are they doing about it? I think Tendulkar did something about it. Rahul Dravid did something about it, and Lakshman did something about it. In an earlier, Gavaskar did something about it. I'm not sure today's players are doing something about it themselves. You know that you're not fit enough. You know that you don't stand comparison with the fielders in the rest of the world. But neither did Azharuddin's time. It was the same case in Azharuddin's time as well. But Azharuddin became a world-class fielder, as good as anybody in the world, make no mistake. What did he do differently? Took 100 catches every day? Never left the ground till he had taken 100 catches, but he did it himself. And I think that is a reality that we're going to have to confront more and more. Are you willing to do it yourself? And I think if you look at the story of all great players around the world, all great athletes, or everyone, it comes from inside. And I think you got to ask yourself, you can have the greatest coaches, the greatest facilities, are they doing it by themselves? I'm very concerned at the tires around the midriffs. I'm very concerned at the attitude of the short-pitched ball. But the answer lies not in picking a different player, the answer lies in looking at the attitude within. And I think that is where India will have to change. So no point in demonstrations, no point in talking about IPL, no point in talking about money. Ask if the players you're picking have it inside them. And I think the best 15 players went, but as a nation, at the moment, we're not good.